Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to the BNS channel. My name is EdieAnne. It is 2017. Woo! Holy moly, I find that time just flies by the older I get. It's insane. I know that when I was a parent, I thought it flew by, and I still feel like it flies by. So every year, I don't necessarily make a resolution because I find that resolutions can be done throughout the year. They don't need a one time to do that. I watched a video this morning of a 4-year-old girl telling us that, and I was like, you are spot on, girl. 4 years old. I'm sure she was prompted to talk about what she talked about, but she did a very good job. So I choose a word every year, like a word to represent what my year is going to be and what I'm going to focus on, or what is the drive for that year. Last year, I believe, and this is the funny part because I usually forget the word by like the 2nd or 3rd of January. But last year, I believe the word was health, because last year I was very driven on getting myself back to a healthy state, because if you remember back in October of 2015, I had that stroke-like event that happened, my migraine-associated vertigo, and it scared the ever-living poop out of me. And so I really wanted to focus on my health, and so I quit smoking, and that was in 2015. I quit smoking and have successfully done so. However, instead of focusing on my health, in 2015 I focused on becoming a superstar director, because I had promoted to star director and I was aiming for the next level. And instead of it happening in 15, it happened in 16. And so what I'm hoping is that I can focus on graded. That was my son, my stepson. I'm hoping that this year, because now that I've reached my title, I feel that there's a little pressure off of my shoulders, because to get to the top level seemed like a lot of, not necessarily pressure, but a lot of focus, right? I mean, I was just driven. I was focused. I was going to get there, and I just didn't know when, but I was going to get there. And in 2016, I hit superstar director, so that opens up 2017 to focus on health, right? So I'm not going to change. I'm not going to keep the same word, but my word for 2017 is commit. And I don't mean commit me to a mental hospital, because that might happen, but no, I'm just kidding. Commit as in commit to my health, commit to doing better things for myself, commit to being a better person, to being a better mom, a better wife, a better leader. I know that I've already changed something for 2017, and I have been using that a lot. And I know 2016, I also was focused on mindset a lot, as in using phrases like, the problem isn't the problem is that you're focusing on the problem. I use that line a lot in 16. And so it gave me a much more defined focus, knowing that I was focusing on what I wanted and not what I didn't want. Don't get me wrong, there were times that I had icky times, right? But can I just tell you, the majority of my icky feelings came from my health and my weight gain and my feeling, my arthritis and diabetes and all this stuff. And all that Eeyore syndrome came and does come from how I feel. So this year it needs to be that. I need to focus, I've already figured out the mindset. I've figured out the SSD thing, the superstar director. Now it's time for me to figure out my health. And if I don't, it's going to become a very, very big problem. And I'm not prepared to deal with a very, very big problem health-wise. I'm just not. I'm too young. I shouldn't be feeling the way that I feel. And the majority of my issues come from my weight And I just need to commit. So the last 2 days, the 31st and yesterday, I have done very well, and I plan to really stick with it because I have got to figure out what's going on. I've actually been on an extreme weight loss, the extreme weight loss, I think is what it's called, with Chris Powell. I've been on a marathon of watching those, and it's kind of motivating because you see the struggle that they go through, but then you see what Chris motivates with, right? So I'm just kind of gathering all of that thought process, and I'm going to allow myself to become obsessed about it because I am an all in or all out kind of person, and I feel that if I become a bit more driven, like I was pretty obsessed with becoming a superstar director. That has been my goal now for since I began 6 years ago. And it got to the point where when I hit star director, I had gotten like a little taste of being up there, and I wanted it bad. And so I worked hard and endlessly and tirelessly to promote the team, right? So that they could be successful and I could see them rising up the compensation plan. So that was what my driving force was based on, and I focused on it like 120%. Not that I'm not going to focus on my team, because I can't not focus on my team. I just need to focus on me, because if I don't, I'm not going to be here for my team anyway. And that's not cool, right? So, commit. I am going to commit in 2017 to becoming a healthier, stronger, more energetic, better feeling person. And so I challenge all of you to choose a word for 2017 that will represent your focus and your drive. And if you want to leave it below in the comments, that would be awesome. And share that experience or that insight with us. We'll hold you a bit accountable if you want. Other than that, it's time for me to go commit. I'm on my way back home, and I plan on hopping back up on the treadmill. I'm rearranging things down there. I've got my TV. I bring my phone every time I go down. I'm going to try and set something up so that I can have my computer. And I just feel like I'm just going to keep walking. And right now, my arthritis isn't, I wish there was some wood somewhere. My arthritis really isn't hurting too much. So it's one of those things that it feels okay while you're on, and you're so scared to take that first step off because it kind of hurts. And the last couple times it's been there. I mean, it's not that it's not hurting, but it's certainly not unbearable. And I'm hoping that if I can strengthen my muscles around my joints, that it will help with that as well, because I know if I can lose weight and have less pressure on my joints, that's going to help a lot. All right, so happy new year, everyone. Happy 2017. Here's to an amazing year with some incredible accomplishments and achievements. I hope that all of the things that you're wishing for right now come to fruition in 2017 for you and your families. And I hope you have an amazing day. Better yet, make it an amazing day for somebody else. Bye now.